Hello, I'm the Resident Cartographer, and this is the 154th video of my Fallout 76 Surveyal series, and here we are at the Monongah Power Plant. Taking a look at the map, we're here just to the southwest of Monongah, just on the eastern side of the western edge of the Savage Divide. Now, the enemies you're going to find here are feral ghouls, along with that mole miners, and there's a solitary mole rat. In terms of the collectible nodes, you can find things like wild carrot flowers like this. Along with that, there are logs you can find around the premises. But with the yard over there, if you have it activated, if you've got the control of it, you can build resource extractors for a wood pile, a silver vein, an acid vein, a nuclear material load, and there's also the fusion core processor as well. So basics, big broad strokes of what happened here at this place. We got a civilian plant that ended up being taken over by the military after the bombs. And in the aftermath of that, it was then attacked by raiders. And you can actually see the APC there from the military. Barricades from the military that also now have raider logos on them, like the gourmands here in this case. That one over there being the cutthroats. So why don't we take a look at this place? Comparing this to the last plant that we covered, which was the plant down in Charleston, right there, beside an energy plant WV-06, this one is definitely smaller. Now, the other one had that extra cooling tower that it wasn't actually using for nuclear power production. This one does not have it, obviously, but along with that, it's just smaller on the interior, and it actually does have some physically and visually different changes or differences inside. We got this gatehouse here. Got a little bit of junk. In fact, this place has 6 ballistic fiber, at least that's what I found going through here, so that's a nice thing to remember. And the fact that this is right here in this gatehouse makes this a great spot to stop off if you're needing ballistic fiber for armor repairs and things like that. There's this little pillbox over here that served as something of an office. My guess is for the military, but I don't know, because it also looks like they had these things like readily installed and everything like that. I can't imagine the military coming in and doing that at the last minute. Now if we come back over here, you can see more of the remains of the military occupation. All these tents, the 2 APCs, the barricades, the Jeep, the infirmary tent over here that is really poorly placed because it opens up to the exterior of this place, so you could have your doctor or your medics or your people here that are supposed to be getting treated being shot at from the outside. But anyway, along with that, there's a massive plant here. Why couldn't you find some place inside to put the infirmary? Anyway, along with that, we've got this abandoned truck here, the 18-wheeler over there. Let's come over this way. Got this platform for people to stand on and shoot. This is one of the front entrances. This is not the main entrance. This goes to the turbine hall and the locker room, as it says above the door. But we'll see more of the inside eventually. Right over there, we've got an area where there's a truck that was going under the plant to go to the loading dock. And it actually is covered in ultracite barrels. Looks like I missed some of the feral ghouls on the roof. I cleared out the interior of this place. Anyway, coming over here, we got another Jeep with a campaign hat in the back. If we keep on coming over this way, there's a mining cart here, and I'm not sure why this is here. You can tell from its low profile that this is one of those vehicles that you typically find in a mine shaft where you've got low roofs. I don't know why it's here. But if we come over here, there's another tent, a couple of ham radios, yet another campaign hat, table, broken file cabinet. A little bit further over, and we get something of an administrative tent. We got, again, more ham radios, typewriters, stuff like that. Another couple 18-wheelers, or at least an 18-wheeler and a trailer. A bunch of shipping containers. And you can see over there, next to that large tank, the nuclear material spot that you could put a resource extractor on. Now that thing actually puts off a huge amount of radiation, but it doesn't really show up until you get very close to it, like I said. Another campaign hat. We've also got some boxes here, a little bit of junk in that wooden crate. Coming back around here, another 18-wheeler with a trailer. None of the trailers you can actually get into on this site. Oh. The feral ghouls noticed me from the roof. This is in my Fallout Worlds. By the way, I tried to record this in my private server. There's so many enemies at all of these locations that it just does not make sense for me to try to film one of these in that situation, because I'm constantly having to kill like the dozens of mole miners and feral ghouls that come charging at me. Got a bunch of these crates sitting on pallets here in this tent. Alright, now let's go around the back side of the plant. We got the transformer yard over that way. Again, that's the location you can claim with the workshop. And once the plant is operational, these power boxes will put off a lot of power. There's one right there. There are actually 3 here at this site, so let's keep on moving. That over there is the wood resource pile right there. Here is the fusion core producer, or processor. There's the little, well, there's the second power box there. Now we got this little shed here with some junk and some containers of junk. Coming back out here, we can head to the other side of the yard. Another container of material right there. Here's the location's workshop. Got a little barricade to stand on and shoot from. And from here you can see the acid pile right there. Or acid vein, I don't know exactly what you call it. Deposit. And if we come a little bit further over, silver. Okay. Now we got 2 tow trucks back out here. Interesting looking pieces of equipment. Definitely clearly put together from pieces of scenery that Bethesda had already created, rather than creating an actual tow truck. And I'm not sure why they actually made them for this site. I don't know. You'd expect them to make something like this if they needed a tow truck for a situation, but anyway. Got a couple dumpsters and the 3rd power box here. There's some weird stuff with electronics here, but we'll see that here in a minute. We got these crates here sitting on pallets, barrels all under this tent, which, by the way, the materials for these tents has to be incredible material, given that it's been 27 years since the bombs, I think. Yeah, so the fact that this material looks as good as it does, that it's not been baked by the sun, been turned into, bleached white by the sun, and then broken apart and turned to these little flapping shreds of plastic is pretty incredible. We got the loading dock door here, but along with that, instead of the vehicle door, there's also the personnel door right here. Okay. And then, again, there's that truckload of ultracite that is radioactive, so be careful if you're going to go near that. Along with that, we have this terminal here, which just says initializing. So, anyway, if we come over here, we got the cooling towers, which I like that these ones actually have a logo on the side of them. It's kind of neat. But there's this little shed right here, and this thing has some junk on the walls, containers of junk, and there's actually a door here to the turbine hall as well. We'll see where all the doors on the inside go to the outside once we get in there. So here's one of the cooling towers. Now I've actually nearly fully repaired this place, so you can see what it's like, both repairing it and what it's like when it's turned on. In fact, there's only one thing left to repair here, which is this pipe. You can see optional fully repair the cooling system is gone now. Oh, I should look at the rest of this place real quick. These ones are different from the Poseidon plant in that they are, the design is slightly different. There's no tall 2-story section here. You don't ever repair consoles and these things. While at the Poseidon plant, you would repair at least 1 to 2 per tower. There's no consoles to repair here, so it's all steam pipes. Now that is a way into the main building, but we're not going to go that way just yet. Instead, what we're going to do is check out the other tower. There are also these all these shipping containers over here, and there's some interesting stuff to see here as well, including this where someone was clearly living in the side of this one. If you come around a little bit further, you can look at all these. You can see that this one's been opened from the side. Another shipping container up there with that 18-wheeler. Right over here, this one's opened with a couple of barricades. Nothing really to do with those. Industrial forklift. Another tow truck. And there's that first 18-wheeler that I pointed out with the trailer that you can't actually open. Now, this is another cooling tower here. And I like the way the ramp works on this one, where it brings you right up onto this level, right from the exterior. But again, most of the, not again, but it is the case that a lot of the catwalks are broken. I was going to say, again, the catwalks are broken, but I'd never mentioned that before, so. Anyway, coming up here, we've got this office. Nothing to repair in here. And there hasn't been anything to repair in there in the many times that I've come through here. Alright, let's get into the main building. Okay, we can go past this barricade. There's a gun and some ammo there, some meds right there. And here's the turbine hull, and this one is significantly different from the Poseidon energy plant. We've got these two large blue turbines. Unfortunately, these don't spin when the plant is turned on, but I can repair the last piece here. And there we go. The generator system has been fully repaired. But we're going to take a look at the rest of the room. In fact, before we go down, we're going to take a look over here. This one is just also generally easier to repair. Look at this. We got 6 of these pipes, all of which can be touched 3 at a time, just like that. Anyway, if we come right over here, there's a little office. Okay, roof access there. Cooling tower number 2 can be accessed from this right here. But why don't we take a look at where this roof access door goes. Okay, so we got this little blue box here. And there's a catwalk up to the roof. There's in one of the cooling towers, there's the other cooling tower. Got the connections between them. But we're not going to explore the full roof just yet. I just wanted to make sure you know the turbine door that's in the little office in the corner comes out here. Alright. Now that we're back in here, let's finish taking a look at the upper levels. Okay, we can come over here. Another area for roof access. We'll see where this door goes. Okay, up behind the Monongah Power Plant sign, there's that driveway where the truck is with the ultracite barrels. Alright, cooling tower's over there. Let's get back to the turbine hull. Alright, now we can walk down over here, but no real reason to. So let's head back over here. Drop down into this level, and come over through here. Now there's an elevated office up here. A storage area, workshop area. We'll keep on moving through here. Bunch of containers of junk. Some junk lying around as well. Alright, there's one of the doors to the plant office. There's another one back there. We'll go in there, not just yet, but before too long. More storage area. There's also an ammo box right there. And we can head back across this catwalk over here. And drop down. Okay, so more shelves, more containers of junk, more things like that. Go through here. Got a little locker room here. Refrigerator. Bunch of lockers. A couple of safety showers and eye wash stations. Sink. Little security area here, I think, is what this is supposed to be. But obviously way lower security than the Poseidon plant. Okay. Men's and women's restrooms. With the men's having the wall to the turbine room blown out. Let's keep looking at this level. Come down this way past the forklifts, the storage containers. And here we go, another little room here with, I don't even know, some piece of equipment hooked up to this pipe. And right over here we got another door out. Alright, here's that little side building I pointed out earlier. Cooling towers. And again, corrugated steel building here with the junk on the walls. Alright, back here we go. Okay. We can check out this little area back here. Another one of these machines you could potentially repair. Now we can drop down. And some general equipment. Nothing to find back there though. Then on this level you can see the actual turbines. Okay. There's is it? Yeah, here we go. We can come through here. Check out this little back room. Got the lunch pail here, but along with that some lockers on the back wall. We can walk through the hole in this wall. You know, this room, again, more junk, more clutter, more containers to hold junk. Back out here. If we check this out over here, we got another door here. And with the door open, we can get into this area where there's a fusion core you can potentially find. Along with that, some more junk over here on the shelves and a first aid kit. Alright, we're basically done on this level because we can come over here. Got another little room, potentially repairable there. Containers of junk. But we can now go down to the next level down. Down to the flooded basement level. More equipment that you could potentially repair. Got some more containers of junk. More pieces of equipment. I'm assuming these are pumps or something. I'm not entirely sure what else they're supposed to be. Not working properly. Hey! A mole miner survived. That does occasionally happen where they are just kind of hiding out. I've also found one locked in that cage on the next level up before. Oh. High radiation suddenly. Must have been those barrels back there or something. Another one? Are they starting to respawn or something maybe? Anyway. Alright. We're done here in this area, so why don't we we have to head upstairs to get out of this area. Okay. Now, we actually have to go up these stairs. Okay, into the plant office. Got some old computers here. File cabinets. This little room over here with the Protectron pods. Along with that, there's something of almost like a museum display of look what a battery once was like. This place isn't like that at all, you know. I don't know exactly what else that is. Strangely, I don't know exactly what's supposed to have happened there. Someone maybe electrocuted themselves while they were trying to get something out of the toaster. Anyway. Okay, this little room again. Coming back through here, we could drop down, but instead we're going to check out the control room real quick. Definitely a lot of dead feral ghouls in here. There's the door to the pipe interchange. 2 levels to the control room here. I like this one. This is the console that allows you into decontamination, which allows you into the reactor. We can come up here, and this is the main terminal for the system. We could reactivate the plant now, but we have not fully restored the reactor system. Oop. Got stuck for a second there. More junk in here, more containers of junk. Drop down to this level where they were bowling here. First aid kit there. Alright, why don't we go ahead and check out the rest of the plant office first. Okay, so head downstairs. Little rest area here. Cappuccino machine, Nuka-Cola machine, milk machine, snack machine, cigarette machine. The lockers, or locker rooms. Got showers. Looks like some nasty stuff was happening here. The battery, the blood, the corpse in the cage. This is definitely the raiders doing. Bathroom stalls. We can check out the women's. Where there's the dead raider here in this shower with some Daytripper with him. That's actually the second time I've seen Daytripper specifically. I'm wondering if that's something that's actually specific to that. Anyway, though. Coming back out here, we are now getting close to the entrance area. That's the main entrance area right there, actually. Elevator is broken. Got a kitchen over here. Place to sit and eat. Fridge, ice maker. Or at least ice machine. Okay. Another door to the mail locker room there. Back of the front desk. But here we go. Let's see where this goes. Okay. Front door. Again on this side of the building. The other side goes to the turbine hall. Did we... I don't think we went through that door on that side. Oh, right. That was the door with the little security desk by it. We'll walk through that real quick just to be 100% on that. Yeah, like I thought. There's that security desk. Alright. Back to the other front entrance. The main entrance. Alright. So, again, front desk, and we have our first note here, and this is actually the only note as well. Halsey's note. Bryn, holy crap, those stupid soldiers left us a jackpot at the power plant. There's all sorts of primo stuff we can scrap and plenty of supplies to go around. Round up the rest of the gang and get them over here right away. We're not carrying this stuff back on our own. Halsey. That's just alluding to the fact that the raiders did take over the site along with all the raider sigils you can find all over the place here. Security is kind of a pathetic little office here, I gotta say. Got some lockers, explosives crate, a foot locker there, a couple of Protectron pods, and then a kitchen with some brewing equipment that I'm assuming the raiders put in place. I don't really know. Some food there, Tinker's workbench, but then we can go back to the back side of the desk where there's a bike, and that's really just about it. So let's head back through here And we'll go through the women's locker room. Oh, wrong way there. Here we go. Alright, we've already checked out the upstairs. Let's check out the loading dock area here. Got some machines. Looks like a milling machine here or something. Not sure what that's supposed to be. Another one of these little consoles. And, check it out. Raider power armor. And behind it, a plan for a power armor mod. And this has actually been the same thing every single time, so I think this is something that just does show up here. Anyway, coming back out here, loading dock, where we've actually got a forklift, some shipping containers. Let's go through this door. Alright, here we are. Remember the vehicle door to the loading dock and the personnel door? Okay, now we can come back through here, climb this ramp, and there's a little office back here. Consoles, junk, containers for junk, lockers. This is fuel storage. We'll come back to this in just a minute. Another little office back here. Okay, another door out. Got some stairs here we can climb to one of these little boxes. A place to store junk. And there's another door to fuel storage, which I'm sure we'll see on the inside in a minute, so we don't really need to come back through that one. Alright, here we go. Again, I'll show you where that door is over here. Here we go. Roof access. We can also come back a little bit further. Got some holes in the wall. And this is actually another way up to the roof as well. Coming through here. Bunch of cinder blocks for some reason. A steamer trunk for the location. Coming through here, we can actually get to the reactor. This is not actually the way to the roof. That's a different one I'm thinking of. Sorry about that. But anyway, we can come back down over here. Got some random equipment here. Forklift, more lockers. A lot of lockers at this place. You'd think that they would have like a centralized spot or maybe two. Anyway, there's another way to the control room. Here we are back at the main entrance area. Well, the locker room's there at least. The weird piece of equipment I couldn't identify. And right back out to the loading dock. Okay, so let's get back up into fuel storage. This is the little office back here. Anyway. Oh, looks like this guy came back. That's the kind of amazing thing, is the number of bullets it takes even when I'm doing them on my Fallout worlds and I do like extreme amounts of damage. Anyway. Alright, here's the actual pool for storing the nuclear waste. We got nuclear wastewater in here. Okay, I was going to say, where's the radiation? Alright. I think we're done down here. And we've already explored up there. So, right over here is the pipe interchange. We've actually already explored this a little bit as well. And here is one of the ways into the reactor room. Again, reactor. And again, the reactor. Coming back out through here, though. We're going to go back to the control room now. And the way we're going to get there is by heading up this ramp. Through this room, where we've got a motor for some reason. Containers of junk. Weapons workbench. Right through here. This door to the reactor does not open, at least not as far as I found. And my guess is there's a little L-shaped hallway in there that comes out to the reactor, but I haven't been through that. Now right over here we have the map of the locations that's powered by this plant. There's the plant itself. Along with that, there is the Monongah Power Substation MZ01, MZ02, and MZ03. Along with that, there is the Federal Disposal Field HZ21. We've been there in another Surveyal video. Then there's the Converted Munitions Factory and the Red Rocket Megastop. Okay? We'll visit those other sites in the next video. Now, let's go ahead and repair the reactor. So the way we're going to do that, come through here. Open this up. And now I may as well turn on the decontamination arches. I think I got some radiation. I do indeed. Alright. Come through here. Shower up. And press that button to activate that. Last piece of equipment to repair. We have now fully repaired the plant. There's the main reactor there. Looks a lot like the reactor that we saw. Oh, feral ghouls. Looks a lot like the reactor we saw back at the Poseidon plant. There is a lot of radiation around this area. I think there might be some barrels or something, because I don't know. Every once in a while, I feel like I'm not getting this much radiation, but right now it seems that I am getting this much radiation everywhere, so that might just be a feature of this reactor. You can keep on climbing up here. Got a console there, a container of junk. Yeah, there's really not nearly as much to see here as there was to see in the Poseidon Energy Plant in Charleston. Alright. Again, we can head down here. More equipment. Man, I need to take care of this radiation before it kills me. There we go. Alright. Big piece of equipment there. Cinder blocks. That column is floating. Just noticed that. Along with that, some consoles over here. Potentially repairable stuff down here every once in a while. Okay. A little bit of junk. Now let's get back up into the control room. This place is smaller, and there are even fewer things to repair here than there are to repair at the Poseidon Energy Plant. But the amount of junk is reduced, so if the junk is the most important thing, the Poseidon Energy Plant might be the one for you. But this is actually the one that I prefer to restore. There we go. Okay. Let's restart the plant and see what it looks like when it's going. Okay. Restart your power. Well, actually, we didn't look at this last time. About your power management system. Introduction. Welcome to the Poseidon Power Management System developed by Poseidon Energy, the world leader in energy technology. PPMS is a fully automated power management solution capable of monitoring and maintaining a modern nuclear power plant and its distribution network with minimal human oversight. Power plant management. Dedicated PPMS modules are responsible for controlling each of your plant's key systems, its reactor, generators, and cooling towers. In the event of a critical failure in any of these systems, PPMS will initiate a controlled shutdown of the plant, which will remain offline until all systems have been sufficiently repaired to allow the plant to be restarted safely. Power distribution management. The PPMS power distribution module conducts real-time demand monitoring, automatically recalibrating power generation to meet end-user needs without surges, brownouts, or the need of expensive load balancing systems. Legal notice. Poseidon Energy and or its subsidiaries are not responsible for any loss or damage resulting from the use of the PPMS. On-site human operators and maintenance personnel required by law. Okay. And restart the power plant. Great, just got over-encumbered again.
Power has been restored. If you experience any further interruptions, please contact the Monongah Power Service hotline. Thank you, and have a nice day.
There we go. Reactor's up and running again. Alright. Let's head outside and see what things are looking like. Actually, we never fully explored the office here, so let's take a look around here. We did explore this room, but we didn't actually explore this office. You know, this is actually the only spot we didn't check out, and it's the spot with all the rest of the lore. I'm really glad I didn't forget this. Okay, or notice this, because I did forget it. So, right over here, we have Captain Elliot's terminal. And this is one of the more interesting things to find here in Appalachia. And, I mean, because of its, the way it relates to the rest of the wasteland across the United States, because here we have a log of United States military still operating at this site until May of 2078. So that's significant, because this tells us that the military did not collapse immediately. The military did not all form into the Brotherhood of Steel like they did out in California or here in Appalachia, and they weren't even really the Brotherhood of Steel yet. If you're interested in that, you can of course watch my Brotherhood of Steel lore video, but anyway. This just shows us how long some military units managed to hold out in the aftermath of the bombs. So, officer's log from November 15th, 2077. 2 damn weeks we've been at this dead-end posting and we haven't fired a single shot. The brass is convinced this is a viable strategic target for the enemy, so we're now playing nursemaid to this pile of concrete and counting the days. I don't see the point of holding this location. After the bombs hit, who knows how much infrastructure between this plant and the surrounding area was destroyed. I'm convinced this posting is a waste of time and resources, but I go where Uncle Sam tells me to go. From December 22nd, 2077. Our radio man received some orders calling half my platoon away. I put them under MGT Lawson's command and sent them on their way. Now I'm holding Monongah with 2 squads. I hope we aren't hit with any serious threats because I doubt we would be able to last very long without fire support. Some of the guys are getting pretty damn bored sitting around here with their thumbs up their rears, so I started routine patrols of the plant in a 1-click radius. January 14th, 2078. Today's patrol didn't return, so we sent out Bravo Squad for support. The squad found the patrol hanging from a tree and took heavy fire when they got close. Luckily, Bravo Squad made it back to the power plant, but I'm disappointed we couldn't retrieve the patrol's bodies for a proper burial. I don't know who did this to my men, but if they get within 500 meters of the plant, I've ordered both squads to open fire at will. I've repeatedly called HQ for orders, but all I get is static. I think we're alone out here. February 2nd, 2078. The first attack on the power plant occurred today at around 0530. The enemy hit hard, using everything from small arms to rocket launchers. The fighting lasted about an hour and we lost 9 good soldiers, leaving me with 15. I had a team drag back some of the enemy corpses for identification. My best guess is that the enemy is some kind of organized raiding gang scavenging for supplies. I'm not sure what they think we have in here, but I'll be damned if we're going to let them find out. March 12th, 2078. It's been almost 3 months since half my platoon left and not a single soldier has come back. I have a feeling they're never going to come back. Repeated attacks from the gang has left me with 12 soldiers. Some of the men are suggesting we bug out and let the gang take the power plant. If something doesn't change around here soon, I'll have deserters to deal with or a platoon full of dead men. And May 25th, 2078. MGT Thomas Sinacek now in command. Captain Maxwell was shot and killed today by the unidentified gang that's had us continually under siege at Monongah Power Plant. We're down to 9 men, so I've given the order to abandon our posting. We'll head towards the nearest major population center to try to link up with whatever forces remain in the area. Wish us luck, and may fortune favor the brave. Okay, so they abandoned the plant on May 25th to go to the nearest population center, which is likely Charleston, which means there's a potential that these soldiers, the 9 that remained, ended up joining up with the, well, maybe not the responders, but potentially even just the provisional government of Charleston. I'm sure that Tanner Holbrook would have been thrilled to see some soldiers come by. To get back out of the plant, we're going to head back down here, back through the locker rooms. Odd to consider that if you're going to the main plant, you have to go through the locker rooms, or potentially you had to go up the elevator to the rest of the office before you could go inspect the rest of the plant. Let's get back outside. Alright, the plant is fully operational again. Come out here, for some reason, again, smoke coming out the smokestacks of a nuclear power plant. I literally have no words for that. Like, what is that exactly? Why is there smoke? That's not how a nuclear plant works. The only thing I can assume is that I don't understand how ultracite works. Because, again, I always assumed ultracite was a nuclear material that worked just like any other nuclear material in a plant, producing radiation to make steam to drive turbines. So, I don't know what the smoke's all about. So, anyway, it's like when you have the acid rain coming off the clouds of moisture that are given off by the cooling towers in The Simpsons. It doesn't make any sense. But anyway, we can come over here. We can take a look at the power boxes that we have over here. Actually, we just missed one of the power boxes. There we go. All lit up. This place is now fully operational. If we were to activate this, we'd be able to make use of the site's resource nodes and collect them along with these fusion cores from over here. Of course, we'd have to defend it against enemies that would attack periodically, but that's not terribly difficult. Especially when you're on a private server and you don't have to worry about PvP. I was about to close things out when I remembered we haven't actually looked at the roof yet. And a big part of that is that we actually did not go through the last main section of roof access from the interior of the building. So let's get to that. Alright. We need to get back up to the main office. So again, back through the locker rooms. Back upstairs. Turn the light on here a little bit. Alright, so there's a restroom over here. Another way to access the turbine hall here. If we come over here, another little office, bunch of desks, bunch of broken computers, containers of junk. We can open up this door. And there's like a little coffee area here. Another door to the turbine hall. Now if we come over through here, a couple of desks, broken computer, old file cabinets, Coke machine there. Little sitting area out here. Here's one of the ends of the broken elevator. And we can head over here to roof access. Which takes us in here. There's a weapons mod you can find right here. A weapons workbench. Along with that, some basic equipment here. Some junk. Hole in the floor that drops us right down here into this area here. Where it's actually in the control room, getting into decontamination. So we can head back up through here. And roof access. Alright. Here we are again on the roof. Come up this catwalk. And you can see over there the door to the turbine hall behind the sign. Okay. Along with that we can come over across this catwalk. Oh, more feral ghouls. Forklift up here. I'm not sure. This is a bit odd when you consider it. You got a forklift on this platform where I guess they're saying that these are strong enough to hold the forklift. I don't know what else to think of that. Anyway, again, the driveway here that runs around back to the loading dock. Let's check the roof of the turbine hall before we get back over to the main building. Okay. Got some junk in here. What the heck? That was weird. It's like it was trying to hit me from across the room. Some canned dog food right there. Along with some more junk back there. Okay. A couple of barricades. Not sure what those are doing up here. You can also see that someone was camping here on the roof. Someone was cooking the stuff on that cooking barrel. A couple of sleeping bags. Ammo box. Some more junk. Cooling towers. And remember, we actually already have come up the stairs right here. Alright. And I could run down that way, but we'll just jump up here. Kill that guy from here. And continue along the catwalk. And this is the... This is a little blue room where we saw the guy with all the cans of food that he had been eating. Alright. And we'll come back through here. We're now done with the turbine hall area. Okay, so looks like this was maybe a skylight that they were covering with metal when it was breaking. And remember that terminal down on the ground that didn't do anything? I think it's hooked up to this. And again, I don't know why. There's this power that's getting produced right here that runs down to that terminal, but I don't know for what purpose. Anyway, we've come over here. We can come down onto this lower roof where they've got some sandbags built up, I guess, to defend the plant against anybody coming in from the north. Okay. Actually, yeah, so you just have to come up these stairs and back up these. So, got some more just random pieces of equipment. Some more clutter. Some more junk. Okay. These stairs run down to the yard down there. Nothing to see on them, no junk or anything like that. We can come over in here, locker. A little bit of junk hanging up there. Not much else. Alright. Another one of these blue boxes hanging on the wall. And this actually heads down to where we just came out. So we're going to head back up here. Okay. Now then, let's take a look around this area. More clutter. More sandbags. More of those concrete blocks. Alright. Nothing really to see here. Let's keep going up. Oop. There we go. Alright. More heads on spikes. More clutter. More stairs. Actually already been over here. I don't think we can actually get up to the top level up there just on foot. I know I've been up there, but that's because this guy can jump really high. There it is. Okay. Another ramp. Let's head up that. Alright. More clutter. A couple sleeping bags and a mattress. Shipping containers. Some Mongrel Dog Meat back there. We can climb up these stairs. Another platform here with some more junk, weapons. Okay. And we can now keep going up. But this is the highest point in the plant. Here we go. Now I could potentially jump up on top of this, and then let's see if I can maybe... Nope, not quite. I discovered the other day after I finished filming that I could actually jump to the top of the smokestacks of the Poseidon Energy Plant with a combination of the private the private world extra jumping along with the marsupial mutation, but it doesn't seem to be the case here. Pretty close, but no. Alright. Well, why don't I go ahead and show you the full list of all the junk you can find here at this location. Alright, well, this has been the Resolute Cartographer. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time.